to escort the dignitaries on to the dais.
Hello.
I, Sanjana C. Suvarna of 5th SEM CSC,
And I, Ritika Sharma of 5th SEM CSC, feel privileged to welcome you all to the National Entrepreneurship Day celebration function. Prayer is not just asking, it is longing of the soul. It is admission of one's weakness. To begin this auspicious occasion, may I invite Chetan Raj and Yashasvi Shetty of 5th SEM CSC to invoke the blessings of divine. Ladies and gentlemen, kindly rise.
ಶರಣು ನಿನಗೆ ಶರಣು ವಿನಾಯಕ ಶರಣು ನಿನಗೆ ಶರಣು ವಿನಾಯಕ ವಿನಾಯಕ ವಿದ್ಯಾದಾಯಕ ದೇವ ವಿನಾಯಕ ವಿದ್ಯಾದಾಯಕ ದೇವ ಶರಣು ನಿನಗೆ ಶರಣು ವಿನಾಯಕ ಶರಣು ನಿನಗೆ ಶರಣು ಪಾಶಾಂಕುಶಧರ ಮೂಷಿಕವಾಹನ ಸರ್ಪಾಲಂಕೃತನೇ ಗಜಾನನ ಪಾಶಾಂಕುಶಧರ ಮೂಷಿಕವಾಹನ ಸರ್ಪಾಲಂಕೃತನೇ ಗಜಾನನ ಆದಿಪೂಜಿತ ನೀನು ವೇದವತಿತ ನೀನು ಆದಿಪೂಜಿತ ನೀನು ವೇದವತಿತ ನೀನು ಮೋದಕ ಪ್ರಿಯ ನೀನು ಗಣಾಯಕ ಮೋದಕ ಪ್ರಿಯ ನೀನು ಗಣಾಯಕ ಶರಣು ನಿನಗೆ ಶರಣು ವಿನಾಯಕ ಶರಣು ನಿನಗೆ ಶರಣು.
Thank you. Please take your seats.
it is an honor to be surrounded by so many special people and to be blessed in the fellowship of gracious occasion. May the magical moments be many and memorable. I would like to request Shreya of 5th SEM CSC to welcome the gathering.
A very good morning to one and all. It is my distinct honor to extend a warm and cordial welcome to all of you on this auspicious occasion of National Entrepreneurship Day celebration. I, Shreya, 5th SEM CSC, stand before you today to address the gathering. First of all, I would like to welcome our today's chief guest, Ms. Akshata Kapikad. It is a really honor to be gathered by your presence. I heartily welcome you, ma'am. Also, I would like to welcome esteemed HOD Dr. Shankar KS, Department of Mechanical Engineering. A heartily welcome to you, sir. HOD Dr. Suresha D, HOD of CSC Department. Heartily welcome to you, sir. Also, special thanks goes to Professor Rakesh Sharma, Department of CSC, who is organizer of this event. I heartily welcome you, sir. Further, I would like to welcome all the teaching and non-teaching staff present here. Welcome you all. Last but not the least, I also would like to welcome all the students who are present here on this special day. Your participation is what makes these events meaningful. Let us look forward to a wonderful program filled with learning and inspiration. Thank you.
Thank you, Shreya.
Floral welcome adds grace to oral welcome. I hereby request Varsha K of 5th SEM CST to florally welcome the chief guest of today's function, Ms. Akshata Kapikad, Community Manager, K-Tech Innovation Hub. Now, to give us brief introduction of our esteemed chief guest, I would like to invite my friend Sanjana C. Suvarna of 5th SEM CSC.
It's an honor to know more about somebody who has notched up an impressive array of milestones. I would like to introduce to you all our esteemed chief guest for today's program, Ms. Akshata Kapikad, Community Manager, K-Tech Innovation Hub. Akshata is a versatile professional with experience in various roles. She currently works as a community manager at K-Tech Innovation Hub, where she incubates startups, provides mentorship, secures funding, and organizes networking events. Previously, she was the managing partner of the Robot Factory, a startup focused on teaching robotics to students. She also has experience in marketing and business development at Bizotic Talent Solutions. With a master's degree in business management from NITK, Akshata brings strong leadership, entrepreneurial, and strategic skills to her work.
Thank you, Sanjana, for that wonderful introduction. Now, it is my great honor to invite our esteemed chief guest, Ms. Akshata Kapikad, to kindly share their thoughts and insights with us.
Good morning, everyone. It's my pleasure to be here at Srinivas College to give a talk on entrepreneurship on Entrepreneurship Day. So thank you for inviting me. Thank you, Rakesh sir, and this is my second time here at Srinivas College. So first, I had come few months back here to discuss or to share information on Titan Challenge. So to be honest, Srinivas College is one of the colleges which has, given a great response for that ideathon, where in Dakshina Kannada, to whichever college I have gone, Srinivas College were the highest number of registrations we had received. And all thanks goes to Shailesh sir and the students of Srinivas. That shows that, the students of Srinivas are interested in entrepreneurship. They might be lacking in some ways, like, maybe mentoring, or you need some guidance from faculty or any kind of support which students require. That definitely can be, handled by like kind of mentoring or by meeting people. That can be taken care. But the interest that is there, that is very important. So we should some awareness on that. We'll be discussing in our later presentation. So thank you very much. Thank you very much. And yeah, hoping for a great interactive session. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am, for your inspiring words and valuable insights.
To be inspired is great. To be an inspiration is an honor. On this note, I request Dr. Shankar on the KS, HOD Department of Mechanical Engineering, to address the gathering.
ಎಲ್ರಿಗೂ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. Good morning to all of you. Chief guest of the National Entrepreneurship Day, Ms. Akshata Kapikad, faculty advisor Professor Rakesh, my colleagues and dear students. The day marks a celebration of ideas and how we can become a job giver, right? All engineers aspire to get a career and settle in life. That's normal. And how we can be thinking differently, how we can become an entrepreneur. We have the different forums in the college where in addition to the normal teaching learning process, you have been groomed into different levels. It might be starting from your first year itself. where you're having the design thinking courses, right? And later when you enter the branches, maybe the various ideathons, the hackathons, all these are platforms wherein we cater to the next level, that is nothing but becoming a self-sustained entrepreneur. To be a job giver and to manage that, it's not only technology, it also involves the management. So that's the reason we require some kind of mentoring within the institute as well as from outside. Because when you want to start a fresh journey into a business, it is not that easy, is it not? We can just be an employer and we can't say that I just do my duty, right? You have to satisfy the needs of the company when you set up, see the market. There may be ups and downs because always what we expect may not be what we expect the market to absorb the products. It might not be absorbed by the market or the common people. Then you have to think back, find out the lacuna, revise it, right? So it's a long process. To have that habit to be inculcated, we have the incubation centers. Basically, what KTech is catering is one of that incubation setup, where they will give a space probably and give the mentoring and try to motivate you guys to come out with the product and set up an enterprise in the later stage. And also equally important is the financing part. Financially, you should be able to sustain for a period of time. And there are various government agencies which will be supporting, right? There is legal procedures or registration process, maybe after a period of 3 years. All these things can be, understood once you get into some kind of mentoring. We are very happy to be associated with the KTech. As Madam told, our students took part in the Titan innovation contest, right? Even all branches, not only mechanical or other, it was a teams represented from the college. So the exposures like that will definitely think beyond the normal white collar job, right? And try to be innovative, because once you want to be an entrepreneur, definitely you require a product which can stand out in the market. That means your innovation comes into picture, and how creative your team will be, and how maybe the product is going to be economically viable. All those things can be understood, and you can have a learning only if you are having a mentoring sessions. So we are very happy that Ms. Shamila Madam will today engage with you guys and try to have that initial ice-breaking sessions wherein you can just think of creating a new venture in your future aspect. I am representing the principal. Due to his busy schedule, he could not make into this program, but he has conveyed his best regards to all of you who will be not only budding engineers but budding entrepreneurs in the coming days, and hope this today's session will be a fruitful one, and have a good day. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your valuable insights.
Developing an attitude of submitting gratitude and giving thanks for everything that happens to you is important. I now request Professor Rakesh Sharma, Department of CSC, to propose the vote of thanks.
Good morning, everyone. Firstly, on behalf of SIT IIC chapter and EDP cell, I thank Ms. Akshata from KTech Hub. She accepted our invitation on a very short notice, and she is here with us today to share her knowledge with us. That too even on a weekend, no less. So thank you, ma'am. I thank Dr. Shankar KS, HOD of Mechanical Department, for being here with us, supporting us, and saying few motivating words. Thank you, sir. I'd like to thank our principal, Dr. Srinivas Mayadi, on his absence, but he is supporting us even in his absence and encouraging us on this kind of program. So thank you to our principal. I thank all my colleagues, HODs of various departments and uh, uh, faculties and non-teaching staff, those who are here. Thank you very much for being here and supporting us. I thank all the student participants. For you, this program is being conducted. So without you, the program is not there. So thank you for being here. Lastly, but definitely not the least, I thank my organizing team. You have done a wonderful job. And the technical team who always give support to us no matter how short the notice is. Thank you all. Thank you one and all.
Thank you, sir. As we transition to the next part of our celebration, we would like to take a moment to escort our dignitaries of the days with the utmost respect and gratitude for their presence. Request Professor Rakesh Sharma to escort the dignitaries of the days.
Chick Hall.
To officially mark the start of our National Entrepreneurship Day program, I am thrilled to announce that we will begin with an insightful keynote presentation by our today's special guest,
Hello.
Ms. Akshita Kapikad, Community Manager, K-Tech Innovation Hub. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you. So, once again, good morning, everyone. So, we are gathered here on a Saturday. So, it shows the interest of all of you students who are interested in entrepreneurship. So, I just want to understand how many of you here wants to become an entrepreneur? I know it's very difficult path. So how many of you want to take up the challenge and follow your dreams if you have any idea? How many of you want to become an entrepreneur? Okay, how many of you have an idea to have a startup, or you have something in your mind which you want to say pursue after some time, maybe not immediately? Nobody, is it? Okay, no issues. So I will here talk about entrepreneurship, give you some awareness about entrepreneurship. Maybe later you can see if you want to pursue your idea or not. Because any idea is not a bad idea. Okay, all it takes is your effort to take it forward. So, having said that, my name is Akshita. You all know, had a great introduction by your team. So, my name is Akshita, and I am the community manager at K-Tech Innovation Hub. So, we are an incubation center focusing on helping the early stage startup or entrepreneurs to take a path of entrepreneurship or take their startup to the next level, to scale up. So, have you heard about K-Tech? No, okay, fine. So, in this presentation, so basically I'll be telling you what is K-Tech Innovation Hub and about our company a little bit, and then about entrepreneurship and the startup journey, basically how it is. So, yeah. K-Tech Innovation Hub, powered by IKP, is a project of Government of Karnataka, and it has been backed by IKP Knowledge Park. So IKP Knowledge Park is a huge science park. Like IKP started its journey as a life science park in Hyderabad, Junam Valley, spread across 200 acres. So it was started in 1999. So we are in the 25th year, celebrating the Silver Jubilee. So in this 25 years, you can see that the companies that has been supported is 1,500 plus companies have been supported, with 14,000 jobs have been created. And also if you see the funds raised by IKP, IKP is $13.6 million which has been raised by IKP. We have not just secured the position but also attracted private investors and doubled it, like $426 million have been raised. So it's 31.5x return that we have got from the private players. So if you see, we are mainly focused in Hyderabad, and if you see, it's mainly Hyderabad and Bangalore. So our main company IKP is based out of Hyderabad, and we have IKP Eden. Like I told you, IKP Hyderabad is a life science park which is focusing mainly into biotech, healthcare, or medical device, agri-tech, clean tech, such kind of startups. So to support the hardware and software engineering startups, IKP started IKP Eden in Bangalore in 2015, where we have a state-of-art workshop which supports the hardware startups in developing their prototype, or small level of manufacturing is being carried out now. Like they support in developing medical devices, robots, or any kind of startup which needs manufacturing is been done by IKP Eden. And that was in 2015 that was started. And during that time there was this Startup India policy, Startup Karnataka policy that came into place. So the government of Karnataka wanted to replicate IKP Eden in 5 different cities of Karnataka, in tier 1 and tier 2 cities. That is how K-Tech project came into picture, like CIF we call it. So this is about CIF. The CIF project is a project of Government of Karnataka, which is being supported by IKP. Okay, so CIF project as such has supported 220 startups we have incubated, and 440 jobs. Like each company, if minimum of 2 employees if they have hired, so job created is 440. We conduct lot of events, so 200 plus events we have conducted, and 400 plus projects we have supported, maybe by providing them incubation or providing them funding support or mentoring support, any kind of support we provide them. And like I told you, we are present in 5, Government of Karnataka wanted to have that kind of places in 5 cities of Karnataka. In currently we are there in Mangalore and Mysore, and the other 3 cities are in the process of relocation. Earlier we were there in Belgavi, Shimoga and Bangalore. Okay, and all this has been done with the support of government or association with various organizations like Government of Karnataka, Government of Telangana, USAID, Bill Smillan Gate Foundation, or MSME, Startup Karnataka. So we are associated with all these organizations and we support or foster entrepreneurship. And this is a footprint of IKP. Like I told you, you can say IKP has been evolved into a go-to incubator, having their base in Hyderabad and now moving to Bangalore and Karnataka. We support diverse sectors. We in healthcare or agri-tech. So these are a few of our things. Like in Hyderabad we have A-labs which provide any startup which requires characterization or structural analysis or characterization of any molecules. So we have a lab for that. And then we have IKP Eden, which I just told you, it's in Bangalore, and they provide any kind of prototyping, anything that is required or small level of manufacturing, everything is done there. And then we have IKP Prime team, which takes care of the legalities or IP patenting, all that is taken care. We have a set of attorney which handles all these legal issues. So that the idea of anybody or any entrepreneur not just remains in paper, but it gets commercialized. And then we big, that's the funding program by BIRAC. That's the flagship program of BIRAC, which we are the implementing partner for that. So yes, so then there is one IKP One Health. It tries to find the interconnection between any startup which is working on those lines, finding connection between plants, animals, humans, and the shared environment. So we support all these kind of startups by providing them incubation or lab facility or mentoring, or if they need any patenting or any kind of support, we provide them. So moving on, this is let's understand the startup Indian startup ecosystem. When we say startup ecosystem, India is ranked 3rd. It's the 3rd largest ecosystem, startup ecosystem in the world. And I'll be just sharing some numbers which are there in the Startup India portal. So you guys, whenever you have some time, if you have some interest in entrepreneurship, you can always go through these sites like Startup India portal or Startup Karnataka portal, where there are lot of information about startups, any schemes that is coming up, or any ideathon or hackathons that is there. Everything will be there in that portal. So as per that, in India we have more than 1.3 lakh startups which has been registered in Startup India portal, and we have more than 1,000 incubators, more than 800 mentors who are there registered, and if you come to Karnataka state, we have 1,500 startups, registered startups in Karnataka, with more than 55 incubators and 150 mentors. These are all been registered in Startup Karnataka portal. And if you see, Karnataka is the only state which support the early stage startups. More than 700 crores fund has been, given, to the early stage startup. And yeah, there are a lot of startups who have gained benefit from this, startup funds that is there. So, at this point, you need not worry about all this becoming a unicorn or, scalability. So, if at this point, if you have any idea, you need to think about sustaining the idea. You need think about sustainability of your idea. So, moving on, let's understand, when you say you have any idea, or when you say entrepreneurship, one of the key factor is innovation, right? Only when you start thinking differently or think out of the box, you get some innovative ideas. So what is innovation? Any idea what is innovation? Anyone? Okay, earlier there were taxis, right? Yellow taxis in Kolkata. There was taxis facilities in all over, but there were there was Ola or Uber who wanted to innovate, who wanted to create some innovation, and they came up with this startup called Ola and Uber, where you will get cab facility at your fingertips, right, in 5-10 minutes. So that is a kind of innovation, or it should be something new. Maybe it can be a product, or it can be a process, or it can be in technology. In anything, when you add something new, that becomes an innovation, right? So as an entrepreneur, innovation is very important. Innovation fuels entrepreneurship, you can say. So if you want to do something, you need to do it differently. You need to, and how you can do that differently is by, creative thinking, or, finding problems and understanding how you can solve it differently. Only then, your idea will be innovative, you can say. So, yeah, innovation is the end result, which creates some impact on the society. And why this is important? Why nowadays, innovation or entrepreneurship is very important? You can say, like, even government of India, like now they have come up with the Atmanirbhar India. So when we talk about the economic growth and stuff like that, the students, or the college young minds, they need to be innovative. They need to think out of the box and come up with the good ideas, where society will be benefited from that. So that's the reason, students are encouraged to think or become entrepreneurs, because uh, um, not just becoming an employee, you can also be an employer by giving some job, right? So so in that way, there is lot of you can say aspects to an entrepreneur. So can anyone tell me, like, what are the characteristics of an entrepreneur? Anyone? What it takes to become an entrepreneur? Sorry? Hard working, yes. Leadership quality. Sorry? Money, yes, money is very important. Skills, yes, creativity. Sorry? Planning. Sorry? What is it? Location. Sorry, I didn't get it. What is it? Facilities, yes. Okay, there are many aspects to become an entrepreneur. Like, you need to be, like you rightly said, you need to be, you need to have the leadership skills. You need to be, think out of the box. Apart from this, you need to be a risk taker. When all your friends are getting lot of heavy packages in placements, uh, you will be in a place where, in a confusion whether to take up the entrepreneurship or should I go for placement. So all that will be there, that is, common. But if you want to become an entrepreneur, you need to pursue your idea. You need to be confident with your idea, right? So if you have any idea, I think this is the right time for you to think about it, because you are in your third year, right? Yeah. So this is the right time if you have any idea, think over it and try to pursue it, because you have your 2 years of time in your college to develop your idea, from idea to maybe next stage of prototyping. Later in your final year, when you reach your final year, you will have an if not a complete idea, but you'll have some idea whether to take up your startup to the next level or to sit for placements. You still have options, right? But in your final year, like, you won't have time, like, think about your studies and placements and your extracurricular activities. There'll be a lot of things. So second year and third year would be ideal time for you to work on your ideas, so that when you reach your final year, you will have a clear idea whether you want to take up your startup or whether you want to sit for placements. So you have a backup plan as well. So coming to the startup journey, let's try to understand what is the startup journey. Like I told you, innovation, innovation fuels entrepreneurship. So you need to have, there are, if you see innovation and entrepreneurship cycle, you will have this idea generation, then idea validation, then you'll have to do some business business model development and market study, taking your product to market and growth and scalability. So there are lot of things involved in it. So let's try to understand briefly about what is the startup journey and how you can, take, whether you want to take up entrepreneurship in your, next year. Let's understand the journey. So to have a startup, you need to have a idea, right? So how will you get ideas? Where do you get ideas? Sorry? Where will you find ideas? Yeah, understanding the problems. The main thing to have a startup is you need to find a problem. And where will you find problems? In India, we are blessed with problems. You can find problems everywhere, right? And you need to look around in your society, or you need to look around to find problems. If not, like I told you, there is Startup India portal or Startup Karnataka portal, where government has listed few of the problem statements. Okay, and it is open for all. If you have any idea in those field, maybe in railways or maybe in transportation, traffic management, waste management, there are a lot of ideas listed in the portal. You need to go there, see, and if you have any solution for those problems, you can work on that. So first thing to have a startup is you need to find a problem and you need to come up with a solution for that. And secondly, once you have your problem and once you have your solution, next thing is making your prototype, developing your prototype. And this journey, this product journey, maybe like if you are in your third year or if you start in your second year, till you reach maybe in this 4 or 5 steps, you will be in college. Maybe, and after this fourth step, after making the product, you will be out of college. So this is a place like, where you can develop your MVP. So once you have your idea, you need to develop MVP. You cannot directly go and work on the product or, that doesn't happen. You need to develop a prototype. So, you can show that prototype to various people. Maybe since you are in college, you will have your friends, your mentors, your faculties, with whom you can discuss your prototype, and definitely there will be a lot of iterations for that. So show your products and do some understanding of the customer, and if you need some tweaking on that, iterations will be there. So after doing all the iteration, and once you are ready to go make your MVP and you are ready for production, next step will be making the product. So basically students will be out of college when you reach this stage of making the product. And for making product, definitely you need a lot of funding, right? Funding is very important. There are a lot of hackathons, there are a lot of seed funds that government is giving for early entrepreneurs, even if you have any idea. Okay. So now, for example, like I told you, Karnataka is the state which promotes early stage startups, right? There is a grant challenge which is coming up, Elevate. If you have, and if your company is registered, there are chances that you will get up to 50 lakhs of grant. Elevate 2024 is also open now. So these are all the grants which students can avail if you are very serious about your ideas. And grant is something, grant is something that you don't have to repay to the government. Like, there are other funding options like, loans, or there is venture capitalist or angel investors coming in. So in all these places, you will have to repay the money which you have taken, right? If you have taken loan, you have to repay with interest. Or if you are taking from some VC or angel investor, you will have to give some shares of your company. But grant is something which you don't have to repay to the government. It is like, you are getting money to test your idea. So you have any idea, you have your company registered, and you are applying for the grant, and if you win, it's like, you're testing your idea. If it works, good for you. And what if it doesn't work? No problem, you don't have to repay that money to the government. It's a grant. So these are all the facilities that is being provided. So with the grant money, definitely you can start up to this production of your product, but once you reach the next, when like you want to say you have the manufacturing unit in Mangalore and you want to expand to Udupi. So with the grant money, basically you can sustain for 1 or 2 years. But later you definitely need investors to, for your expansion. So once you're done with the product, you need to make your pitch deck, or you need to make a very good business plan, and you need to discuss with your investors. And that is when they will, if they are impressed, they will invest in your company, and then sell your product to, basically it's expansion of growth stage, where you will be selling it to many people, and then you'll be your company will be listed in National Stock Exchange and stuff like that. So that definitely takes lot of years. So for going through this startup journey, there are a lot of things that you need to consider. Like I told you, you need to generate idea, you need to validate your ideas. So and then you need to do some business model development needs to be done. You need to do market research. So market research is very crucial. Even when you get an idea, or in the initial stage itself, market research is very, very crucial. Because in market, when you do market research, you will get to know, like, whether there's demand for the product, or the problem that you have found, whether it is your own problem, or is it the problem for everyone. Okay, so if you see here, 42% of the companies have failed because they have not done proper market research. So to understand, you need to understand your customer. So while you need to at least, in your prototyping stage, you need to at least talk to 100 people. And college, I think, academia environment is the best place, because you have 100 people. When you say you are a student and you want to do some research, people will still entertain. But once you are out and go out of your college environment, getting 100 people is very difficult. And that is very important for you to talk to 100 people at least, because you will know, one, whether there is demand for your product, and secondly, what is the market size, whether the people are there here in Mangalore to purchase your product, or to understand the economic scenario, like what is the income level, what is the employment rate of the customers here. So all that is very important. And whether there is market for your product, who are your competitors, what kind of pricing can I keep for my product. So all this data you will get only by doing market research. So I can say market research is very important in every stage. Even in your idea stage, you need to do market research. Once you develop your MVP, you need to show it to people and take feedback and understand whether you are going in the right path. Once you develop your product, to know where to market it, you need to do the market research. What kind of price I can keep? Who are my competitors? Where can I sell my product? So for all this, you need to do market research, which is very, very, very important. And yeah, and this is one way where you can understand your customers, that is understanding TAM, SAM and SOM. So TAM is nothing but total addressable market. For example, I want to start a coffee business, okay? So who are my customers? The entire world is my customer, right? everybody who drinks coffee is my customer. But I cannot at this point reach the entire world. So I need to set some boundary. Say I want to target the customers in Karnataka. So I will say serviceable available market. So people who are there in Karnataka. But even then, I cannot reach the entire of Karnataka at once. So I will go for making a smaller set, that is serviceable obtainable market. So I am in Mangalore. I can have my coffee outlets in various parts of Mangalore and address them. So that becomes my actual customers. So not at once, at this point I can reach out to TAM, but that happens gradually. For example, Starbucks. Starbucks is there all over the world, right? Now in every town we have Starbucks. But Starbucks initially was not there in India. So that's the kind of strategy that they have taken, like reaching who they can at that point in the beginning, and then moving to the entire world. So that study needs to be done, when you are having your product and you want to reach out to the customers. Yeah, like I told you, you need to do some business model development. Why this is important, making a business plan? This is business canvas model. This is something, like you want to make a business, you need to plan it out, right? Right? So why business planning or business plan is important? Why business plan is important, anyone? Okay, so business plan is nothing but, you can see a route map to your business. So you're planning, if you want to study for your exams, you will plan, right? So Monday I'll study this subject from this time to this time. You will make a timetable, you will have some plan, you will have some strategy to, for your exams. Similar way, if you have some business idea, or you want to have some startup, business plan is very important. Like what is, so in that you'll have you'll have an executive summary, what is your company about, the registration part, the financial part, like how you're planning your finance, how much you're spending on marketing, how much on HR, and how much on business development, how much on technology. So everything will be planned, and it's a booklet, business plan. So this is nothing but, business canvas model is nothing but, all these things like your finance, your what kind of business you are having, or your marketing plan, everything is there in one page. So you don't have to, flip your pages and see your business plan. This is, one page where your entire business is planned out. So let's understand the aspects of this business canvas model. So first you need to is customer segregation. So you have any product, first you need to understand your customers. You need to segregate your customers. Who are your customers? Where are they? Where will you find them? If they are college students, where will you find the college students? In malls or in parks or shopping streets? Where will you find them? Understanding your customers, are they, what's their income level? So this is basically understanding your customers, customer segment, and what is the value proposition you're giving to your customers. So what is that uniqueness about your business that you are giving them? Once you have your value proposition, that is what differentiates your business or your product from other competitors. That will be your, you know, your uniqueness or um, your thing that differentiates other from the competitors. So you need to identify what is value proposition and how are you going to reach the channel, how are you going to reach the customers. So that is very important, like your ads or direct marketing, or where will you find your customers and how you're going to reach them, through which platform you're going to reach them. That is very important. And maintaining customer relationship. So once you sell your products, how will you maintain the relationship? Because your transaction is over there. If I have to give you an example, there is this Cred app, right, for payments. So, Cred app, what they did is, like once you make a payment through Cred app, so they'll have all your details and maybe your, maybe the first transaction that you do, they used to send cakes to the customer's office. So what was the strategy there is, firstly they are not sending it to home, they're sending it to office. So once you receive a cake in your office, your colleagues will ask, who sent you this cake or where did you get this from? So there'll be a promotion of their app, like, I made a payment from Cred app and that's why they've sent this. So there's a indirect promotion that happens and you're maintaining a relationship with your customers. Now if you see there are once your transaction is done, they'll ask for feedback from you, right? So they're trying and they'll be sending you SMSs and stuff like that to keep to maintain that relationship with the customers. So for doing all this, what are the activities you need to do? Now suppose you have a product and you have identified the customers, you have identified how you want to reach them. So what are the list of activities that you need to do? You need to develop some app, or you need to, do a, hire some outside mentor, or what are the activities that is required? And what are the resources, key resources for doing that? And then for doing that, you need to partner with various vendors, right? So who are the vendors? That will be listed here. Sorry. And what is the cost? And cost involved for this, and the revenue stream. How are you going to generate revenue? So this is basically the entire your business plan in one sheet. So if you are clear with this, you can proceed with your startup idea. So I'll give you an example of this business canvas model. We all know Uber, right? Yeah, cab booking service. So their customer segment is people who are traveling and drivers, car drivers. These are their targeted customers. And what is the value proposition that they are giving them? That is additional income for the cab drivers and reasonable transport charges and convenience. It's very convenient to book in Ola in an app, right? So that is the value proposition that they are giving them. And how are they reaching them? Is through apps and website. What's the channel for them? Is app. And how are they maintaining a relationship with their customers? Is by rating. The after taking the cab service, they'll ask for rating, right? So that's a way of maintaining a relationship with them. And for that, what are the activities they need to do? They need to develop a platform, right? They need to develop a platform where they can interact with the drivers and the customers. And they need a support system, online support, where they can where customers can reach to them 24 bar 7. And then for that, what are the resources that they need? They need a tech platform, they need branding, they need drivers. So these are the resources that they will need. And who are the key partners? Payment processors. So these are the partners or vendors for them. And how are they going to make money is by percentage per ride. And what is the cost involved for all this? The cost for making apps or the salaries that they give for their employees, marketing expenses will be there, and like I told you, the salary or the office expenses. So these are all the costs that will be involved. So this is the cost structure. So in this one sheet of paper, you have your entire business plan. You have your what is the USP, like what are the activities that you need to do, who are your customers, how you're reaching them, what is the cost involved for that, and how you're making money. Everything is there in one sheet, which gives you a clear picture of your business idea. And these are few of the ways to promote your startup. So you all are very aware of that, like there is offline and online, where you can once you have the product ready and once you're out, once you're in the growth stage, all this will be applicable, like your advertising, social media, hoardings and other various types of advertising or promotion. So how we can help you as K-Tech Innovation Hub? You have your startup idea and you have everything, you have your business plan or you have your business canvas model, everything is there in place. And how we can help you? We can help you with getting your idea into reality by help you in developing prototype, or you need any, mentoring support, everything. So we have facility there in our office. We have electronics lab, we have metal lab, laser cutting or 3D printing or any kind of prototyping support that you need, we will be providing you there. Any kind of mentoring support that is required as an early student entrepreneur, definitely you will need lot of guidance on how to go about your idea, because at this time you might get an idea and you might feel, okay, this is not gonna work, let me just ignore and focus on placement. No, if you have an idea, you can definitely discuss with your faculty, because at this stage scalability won't be the factor that you need to think, but sustainability of your idea is the main thing that you need to focus on. And then funding. So funding, we don't provide funding, but we provide funding support. Like if you need any kind of guidance in applying for any grants and stuff like that, we will be providing you. Workshop and training, if you need, we will be providing. And we conduct a lot of networking events. So as an entrepreneur, this is one of the very important trait or characteristics which we can say, that you need to be networking, or you need to socialize with people. Only like what you study in college will be something like theoretical, but when you go to events and talk to the real entrepreneurs, that is when you will get some exposure on what is the current scenario, and you will be getting the real-time picture. So we'll be conducting networking events, and we provide office spaces. Like I told you, we have all these machines at our center, like laser cutting, Bosch power tools, lathe machine, drilling machine, or electronics, like we have 3D printing, MATLAB, oscilloscopes. If you're testing if you need your test your prototypes or your product, so these are the facilities that we'll be providing. And these are few of the events that we conduct, like the startups who are incubated with us, we try to connect them with the industry experts, VC or venture capitalists. We try to connect them, our startups, with the venture capitalists. So these are few of the events that has been carried out, and these are few of the funding programs that we have carried out. So funding is very important, right? So these are few fundings like Grant Challenge program, that is a government of Karnataka funding, where 25 projects were funded in 5 calls up to 60 lakhs. Then there is Nidhi Prayas, that is government of India, where up to 10 lakhs funding was done. Then this is big grant, that is for biotechnology. And yeah, Grant Challenge Exploration India, where up to 60 lakhs funding was been provided. TB Control Challenge, and there's Feed the Future. So these are few of the grant challenges, and this is Elevate. This is again one of the flagship program of government of Karnataka. There is Elevate 2024 that is coming up, and the last date to apply for that is November 29th. Okay, so this is up to 50 lakhs of grant that you will be getting. So I told you, grant is something which you don't have to repay, right? You need to have a good idea, and you need to have your company registered. So this is the funding support given by government of Karnataka for the early stage startups. So yeah, again, this information will be available in government startup Karnataka portal. Anyone interested, please have a look. And yeah, these are some of the events. And these are few of the success story I would like to mention here. So we have Vanora Robotics, who had developed a robot which disinfected a 140 square feet room in less than 5 minutes. And this was featured in Hindu. This startup was incubated with us and developed this prototype, or developed this robot using our facility at K-Tech Mangalore. And during the COVID, we also manufactured this touch-free hand sanitizer dispensers. And this is Green Environment, which is a startup from Jalahalli, Bangalore, which developed this cold storage monitoring device. And this is again Terracotta from, these founders are from Bangalore, and they moved to Bangalore. So this is like they have received some CSR funds and grants, and the founders of this company, that is Terracotta, they are not someone with in their 30s or with 10 years of experience. They were student startups. In their final years, they had a startup idea. They developed this automatic seed sowing machine. So what that basically does is, when you have acres of land, it's very difficult to sow seeds, right, individually at equal distance. So this machine does that. Krishbot, they named it. So these founders are young entrepreneurs who had this idea and they developed it. Yeah, and these are few of the products that we had done during the COVID time, like foot operated sanitizer dispensers and intubation hoods. These are the things that we had done using the facility at our own place. Yeah, and these are the few of the colleges that we are associated with. Nitya Meenakshi College in Bangalore, GTTC in Bangalore, Nitya Architecture College in Derlakatte, T. John College. So we have tie-up with them, and we conduct a lot of events at the colleges. Yeah, so this is the end of our session, and if you have any doubts, please.
We have been listening to an eminent speaker dedicated an area of management and aspects of entrepreneurship.
any startup ideas and all, you are free to connect to Akshata madam over there. Their office is near to the Bijay, in front of the bus stand. Fine, so that is a K-Tech innovation over there. Any such ideas are there, please stand up and you can ask any of the questions related to that. If no such questions are there, later on also if you have any such, please do contact us, we will help you out. Fine.
It is our honor to present a token of appreciation to our esteemed chief guest, Ms. Akshata Kapikar, as a symbol of gratitude for gracing this occasion with your distinguished presence. I would like to request Dr. Suresha D to give the memento to our chief guest. Thank you, sir.
Now you can, after the classes, you can have the break session of 10 minutes. Later on, you can move to your regular classes. Thank you.